get lost tonight. Let's get lost tonight. Let's get lost tonight. Let's get lost tonight.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Zibskii here, and today we're talking about Centiskorch, which is the coolest little fire-type bug Pokemon around. And let's get into the video. Sorry, Volcarona. Actually, Volcarona is really cool, but I think Volcarona is actually probably still a little cooler. Forget that. Let's just get into the video. Probably one of the most standard things you're probably going to see on the Centiskorch sets. Boom. Coil. What does that do? Plus attack, plus defense, plus accuracy. All 5-1. Now, on this set, it doesn't necessarily benefit your accuracy, but the Fire Lash, which is his signature. No, it's not his signature move. It's actually been in the game for a little bit, I believe. No, last game I think Heatmore got it, but he's gonna be one of the best users of it just because of how strong he is physically. 115 base attack, plus the coil and the 100% defense drop. So every time you could just spam it, and it'll hit harder and harder and harder every single time. Now, if you don't hit with the fire attack, you have the knockoff here. Very strong move, obviously. It's still in the game. Knocks off their item. Very strong against ghost types, against psychic types. And the leech life, if you want to get back some more health. You're going to be a very, very bulky bug after 1 or 2 coils, and this leech life is going to be hitting definitely harder after a Fire Lash and a coil, or 2 coils. Now, if you're versus rock Pokemon, if you don't want to run the knockoff, I would definitely recommend the Power Whip here. Base 120, 85% accurate, and it gets boosted by the coil, which I believe brings it to like 99% accurate. Maybe off, it might be 100. And you do have the Charity Berry here, which halves the damage from the rock type moves. And you still have the leech life in order to gain back some health. And so it's going to be super strong. Centiskorch also benefits heavily from the heavy duty boots. Stealth Rocks, spikes, toxic spikes, you're not going to take any damage from those at all. And if you did take Stealth Rock damage, it would be 200, or 200, it would be 50% of your health. So that's why you want to make sure to have the odd health, just in general. If you're not running it, you want to make sure it's odd, because then you will have, then you can live 3 Stealth Rocks, or you can live 2 and then die on the 3rd. But if you don't want to run the Leech Life, you can always run Lunge as well. It's a 100% chance to lower their attack by 1 stage, which is like almost the same as Fire Lash, but it lowers their attack instead of the defense. So if they're just hitting you kind of hard, you can use that Lunge, say, hey, back off. You know, it's kind of like an Intimidate. And if it's super effective, then awesome. And then this knockoff is honestly just kind of it's just kind of a not a rollout. It's a filler move, but you could use rollout. After a coil, it wouldn't miss. It's gonna be strong, and it can counter other Centiskorch. And people kind of sleep on rollout, to be honest. Next set we have is a Life Orb Dynamax Fire. What does that mean exactly? Well, the Dynamax Fire move, you set up the sun. So after you set up the sun, not necessarily using Mystical Fire, but Mystical Fire has a 100% chance to lower the special attack by 1, which is a cool move I just wanted to talk about. After you set up the sun, then your fire moves are going to be hitting harder, and you can use the Solar Beam. Now, that will only take 1 turn. Water types, boom. Rock types, boom. Ground types, boom. All going to be hit super effective. And those are all things that he struggles to fight against, because he's weak to all 3 of those. Now this would be a more special set, obviously, and the abilities that you're going to want to use throughout any of your Centiskorch sets are going to be either the flash fire or the flame body. The white smoke, you're probably going to see it like literally just 1% of the time, because it just prevents from people lowering your stat changes, but I think it can still be affected by moves such as Haze that gets rid of stat changes. It's good if you don't want to be intimidated, but at the same time, if you switch into a fire move, you're going to be doing more damage with your fire type moves, and you're immune to it, so you just don't take any damage from it at all. And then the flame body, if you get hit on the physical side, then there'll be a 30% chance for them to be burned. And if they're hitting you physically, that's exactly what you want. You want them to be burned. So for the special set, we have the Bug Buzz Scald, which he actually gets access to, which is super strong. It's one of the best moves in the game. And then the Mystical Fire and Solo Beam we already talked about. But if you want to, you can replace this with the Fire Blast or Flamethrower or something like that. Next set we have is a Pure Bug set. Now, how does it become a Pure Bug if you use two different types? Remember Burn Up? It was introduced last generation. 130 base power, 100% accurate. User becomes Fire type. User loses its Fire type and just becomes Bug. So you're gonna be taking less from rock. You're only gonna have. You're not gonna be weak to water. You pretty much lose weaknesses, and you don't gain any. You gain like a few, or you lose a few resistances, I believe, such as maybe like Fairy and Fire. But if you have the Flash Fire and you're the Pure Bug, doesn't matter. This is actually probably one of the sets you're gonna want to keep the Flash Fire on. So it doesn't matter. And if you want to, you're just going to become a pure bulky bug. You use that substitute, that leftover. You set up those coils. Make sure your substitute lasts longer, and then you just use the leech life. And you gain 50% of that health back. And each time you hit them stronger and stronger. I wouldn't actually. I'd have the minus in the special attack, or just a neutral nature. Because the burn up literally is just to kind of hit hard, or hit as hard as it can, and then you become pure bug type. Which is actually a pretty cool set. I figured a lot about the burn up. There's just some cool utilities that you can use to kind of throw off your opponents if they think you're just going to use the normal standard sets. And then finally, just some different things that you can think of. Blunder policy. If the holder misses it because of accuracy, it raises speed by 2 stages, and it's a single use. What does that mean? Hey, Inferno, it's a 100% chance to burn the target, but it's 50% chance to miss. So flip a coin, you know, if it 50% chance to hit, 50% chance to miss. So you can think of it this way: 50% chance to hit and burn, but 50% chance to increase your speed by 2 stages, which is going to be one of the only ways you can honestly raise your speed. I don't think it gets does get flame wheel. I don't think it gets flame charge. No, it does not, which would hit them, and then your speed can be increased. So this is a good way to get your speed raised by 2 stages. Just get access to Thunder Fang. It does? Yeah, it is. It is down here. It's just another physical move that you can take. You can worry about. Hits the water types, hits the electric types. Not the electric types, hits the flying types. Crunch is a different move you can use instead of knockoff if you'd like to, but it's only a 20% chance to lower their defense. So if you just if you're worried about them having a different kind of item, you can. Most of the time you're just gonna run the knockoff instead. And finally, Will-O-Wisp, if you want to burn them, it's always good, but the Inferno will kind of cover that same job. nevertheless. But if you guys enjoyed today's video talking about Centiskorch, which has a little bit more versatility than you would first think, like this burn up set, it's actually pretty cool. Let me guys know how you feel about Centiskorch down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.
Let's get lost tonight. 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 Let's get lost tonight.